Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy Jay Barry, man. I'm back with another video, giving you greatness once again, which is the PlayStation Nation, which is the PlayStation 4. And I'm here to give you guys my impressions on Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter V, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 2 plus 3 equals 5. But yeah, man, I'm here to give my impressions. I kind of gave my impressions in a live stream, but probably a lot of people didn't see that. So I'm just going to give my initial impressions on the whole game, as far as what I've played so far, and things like that, when it just comes to a Street Fighter fighting game. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this right away. I love this game. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed this game a lot. I'm very addicted to this game, especially just playing ranked online. You know what I mean? I do dibble and dabble into the survival mode and things like that. But my overall impression is that I like this game. Okay, but with that being said, you know what I'm saying, that's more of a being a Street Fighter fan, you know what I mean, than anything. But I'm going to give you guys the breakdown on my impressions of why I like the game. But there's certain things of the game that I definitely think needs to be fixed and stuff like that. But let's get right into it. You dig? Let's get right into it. Sure, you can. But yo, first of all, let's go and talk about this story. Because if you guys didn't know by now, there is a story mode element in Street Fighter 5, but it's nothing too crazy, nothing too drastic. You know what I mean? I generally enjoyed the actual story because it did catch you up as far as what's happening between the Street Fighter games, like 4 to 5. You know what I mean? And you did see certain characters that you grew a bond with. Growing up playing Street Fighter and such like that, when you play certain people's story. So I think the overall story is cool, you know what I mean, but the content in this story was garbage. You know what I mean? You basically fought like one little match. They give you a full stick of butter, which your V gauge full. You know what I mean, to start each match, and you can just pretty much destroy the computer because they're pretty easy to fight, and it wasn't really a challenge within the story mode, which was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not too crazy, but there was definitely no spike within the story, especially like fighting your last battle. But yeah, generally you fight about 2 or 3 matches on average. Some people you might fight 4, but that's rare. But the story was pretty short. It was very short. The cutscenes kind of things were just these still images, which they said, and they warned everybody. They told everybody what the actual story was going to be. It's going to be a little prologue kind of deal, to get everybody caught up on Street Fighter 5. You know what I mean? So me going into it, I wasn't expecting too much, but I was kind of shocked at how little fights you had within the story. You know what I mean? That was kind of disappointing. So yeah, that's pretty much a story. I do like the actual story, the narrative of what's going on, but it was just hella short, and they could have did better than that. You know what I mean? But yo, let's go right into it, and let's talk about the survival mode. Survival mode is pretty cool. I'm not too mad about survival mode. The only thing is that it's a little easy. When you fight, you can fight easy, normal, hard, and hell. Then when you expect, when you see hell, you expect to see something like a little difficult. But once you get up to like probably like round 20 in hell, that's when it starts, picking up a little bit with the difficulty. So yeah, the survival mode is pretty good. You can spend your points on what you earned on, getting your health back up, or increasing your attack, increasing your defense, filling back up your gauge, your meter. You can fill back up your V gauge and things like that. So the survival mode is pretty good. I'm going to be playing a little bit more survival mode, probably live stream that, so I can unlock more costume colors for these characters. But yeah, the survival mode is pretty good. But other than that, that's the only really single player components that you can do other than training. The training, I like the training. A lot of people be complaining about, oh, I got to go into this and go into that. I don't mind that stuff. I like to tweak my training where I want to do it. I would like if they do like memorize like what your training settings are, so you don't have to keep on putting it in there. I would like that for real. But overall, I like to tweak the settings and stuff like that within training, so I don't mind that. But they could do that, you know what I mean, to make it a little bit better. But training is good. I like the training that you can go right into an online match with training. Just have your fight requests on, and you'll be fine and dandy within the training mode. But yeah, you know, training is training. You know what I mean? You can't really knock it, other than, you know, just memorizing your settings, what you like, you know, in training, how you know what I'm saying, how you like if you want to have your key input data on, your damage data on, you know, no stun. That's how I go into training and stuff like that. If you want them to counter, you want them to block on wake up, or, you know, do a wake up action. I would like them to have those things kind of like macro saved within the system, you know, because it does memorize everything you do. But yeah, so that's training. And other than that, there's no really offline mode. There's no arcade mode. There's a versus, but that's you can't versus the computer just like in versus mode. That's just strictly you know, versus somebody else locally. But yo, shout out to SharePlay and a PS4 feature which held it down during all the Capcom server issues, because a lot of people kept saying, oh, it's PSN, the game is broken because of PSN. See Capcom, why did you put your game on PS4? You know what I mean? It's PSN. But PSN is what held this game down, because there's a lot of friends of mine, me myself, you know, when the servers was acting up where we couldn't get into a lounge or you couldn't play online sometimes, I'll just go right to versus mode and light up share on play and play somebody that's in a party chat, you know what I mean? And that was a cool experience. It's 720p, it dumbs down to 720p, but you had the 60 frames still there. And, you know, there's times where I was in a share play game and I got my wins, you know what I mean? Or somebody else was in a share play game and they got their wins, you know what I mean? So it wasn't bad at all. It was definitely a good experience with the share play. So yo, big shout out to PSN, you know what I mean, because you really saved this game. As you see, I did the wrong input there when I was trying to do the Duke instead of the Shoryuken. But yeah, overall, you know, the game is definitely lacking a lot of stuff when it comes to you know, that's what a typical fighter would have. You know, there's no arcade, there's no you know, just versus the computer mode and stuff like that. The online in this game though is very on point. When the online is working in this game, it is on point. The online has been great so far. It's been great yesterday and today. I had no hitches with these games. As you can see, these ranked games that I've been playing. This is tonight. Matter of fact, these are tonight games that I'm playing. So yeah, I had no issues online. Casual matches, no issues. You know, the lounges is working now. Now the game is, once the online component of the game is working, everything is coming together with this game. You know, because this game is definitely set, you know, to be an online focused game. You know what I mean? And that's one of the issues of the game, you know what I mean? It's too focused online, where you know, people, you know, have to play online to do certain things, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to be online to be in a training, even though you don't want to be online. And if you get booed off the server, it will restart you all the way back. Then you got to go offline, and then you got to go into the training back again, which is kind of annoying, where you can just give the person the option, just go offline in training, or go offline in the story, or go offline in the whatchamacallit, in the survival mode, which, you know, they try to justify where you do earn, like, you know, fight money, and you do earn experience towards each character when you do those kind of things outside of the ranked matches and the casual matches. But there should be a way where you can earn fight money without doing that, and then when you log in online, it would send it up to whatever server, and then, you know what I'm saying, you can pull it from there. Which, talking about the servers, I do feel like this game is running on dedicated servers as far as just how the game feels and everything, how the game is set up. It's like there's some dedicated server aspect in here, because when I'm playing online, I barely get into some laggy stuff. This match right here against the PC guys, it was a little bit laggy. Like this you're gonna see in the second round, it was lag. I don't know if it's gonna come off, but or come through, but it was definitely laggy against this Ken guy. Which was crazy. Yeah, I thought it felt like he was like hacking or something, like he was trying to cheat. I'm not trying to diss PC guys, but you're gonna see it. Like, you see how this match was running perfectly fine. You're gonna see in the second match it was just running crazy. But yo, overall the gameplay, the mechanics in this game is on point. This is a Street Fighter game, but it's definitely a new Street Fighter game. You know what I mean? It's not just a rinse and repeat type ordeal. This is definitely like a new game, you know what I mean? New engine, new everything. Got some new mechanics in here, and it feels good. You know, once you get used to certain characters, it feels good. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people stray away from Ryu for some reason because they say he's too basic or he's the same character overall. But nah, he got a lot of new mechanics within the game where certain things are not cancelable anymore and certain things are cancelable. And then he has the parry, which comes in huge. And then you have Dungeon mode where everybody loves, you know, Street Fighter 3, you know, third strike or second strike, whatever it is. You know, you can go right into Dungeon mode and charge up your Hadoukens and stuff like that. And it definitely causes a lot of different mix-ups and stuff with characters to see how they want to read you when it comes to Ryu. But Ryu's not my main character. Ryu and Karen are my main people, and I'm trying to learn Daoism. So we'll see if that comes through. You know what I mean? But yo, I'm definitely loving the mechanics of the game. Each character feels different. Even Ken. You know what I mean? Ken, Ryu, definitely iconic characters. Ryu is a little bit more on the basic side, but Ken is like a complete overhaul from what he used to be prior to a Street Fighter game. You know what I mean? Where Ken and Ryu was definitely similar, but Ken was just a little bit faster. But now Ken is definitely different, because I was playing against my boy, and you know, I accidentally picked Ken. I was like, yo, I never played Ken in this game, and it felt different than any other Ken that I've played in a Street Fighter game. You know what I mean? Where the V skill and the V trigger mechanics is different. His Tatsus are a little different. His Shoryukens are still the same, Hadouken's still the same, but you know, he got a mean crush combo, where I really like Ken's crush combo more than Ryu's crush combo. I think you might see one here where I do with Ryu, his normal little target combo. But yeah, man, I'm definitely really liking this game a lot. I do feel like Capcom need to fix certain things when it comes to this game. You know, content will be one. But you know, that stuff is coming. I think people knew down the pipeline that stuff will come. So I don't know. I understand people's gripes and complaints about the game, but if you really follow the game, you know these things were on its way and stuff like that. But I do understand the gripes. You know what I mean? It's just your choice if you wanted to choose to buy a game that's $60. That, you know, down the line you're getting more content, you know what I mean, or you just want to wait it out and buy that game when it has all the content that you want for the game. But yo, overall, I think Street Fighter 5 is an amazing game. It definitely is lacking some things, but those things that is lacking, it will be coming very soon, like, you know, lobbies. I don't know how they missed that one, or spectator mode. I don't know how they missed that one either. But it's surprising that they don't have those things, but those things are coming next month, you know what I mean? But yo, let me know your guys' impressions on Street Fighter 5. Are you liking it a lot? Do you think that they missed the ball a lot with this game, or do you feel like you know, Capcom, due to the fact that it's a new game, new engine, you know, new system, you're a little bit more forgiving and stuff like that? Let me know in the comment section, man. I want to definitely know people's thoughts. I kind of can predict people's thoughts a little bit, but we'll see what they say anyways, you know what I mean? But yo, enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Enjoy this last final match. But it's your boy Jay Bari, and I'm gone. My first impression of Street Fighter, it is a very good game that's lacking some things, and we want some more of those things, you know what I mean? But yo, it's your boy Jay Bari, I'm gone.
win.